transform the world. We're giving it our all, breaking through those barriers big and small. Achieving our potential is the ultimate goal. We're the game changers with the future.
The virtual banquet will come to order. We are now holding a banquet of the Chattanooga FFA Chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia, and I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people, in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands, and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are numerous members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood.
Honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities.
And develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare this meeting of the Chattanooga FFA Chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Hello, and welcome to the Chattanooga FFA Virtual Banquet. And despite current times, we have pulled together as a community and a chapter to recognize and celebrate members' accomplishments and honor outstanding achievements. On behalf of Chattanooga FFA, thank you for tuning in and thank you for your continued support throughout the year. Without further ado, let the virtual banquet begin.
This year's success wouldn't have been possible without the countless individuals who have supported our chapter. We want to extend a special thanks to the Chattanooga Public School Board of Education members, the school administrators, Mr. Brown, Ms. Sharp, and Mr. Matlock, our teachers and school support staff, School Secretary, Mrs. Higdon, and School Treasurer, Mrs. Morrison. And of course, we are eternally grateful for the Chattanooga community members who have supported us this year. You all have supported us and encouraged us, so in return, we want to say thank you.
This year, the Chattanooga FFA Chapter had a lot of fun, from alumni camp to national convention. We had members attend 5 statewide and 1 national leadership event. Locally, we had another successful year of fundraisers with our annual meat sale and our labor auction. Follow along with our virtual banquet to celebrate our chapter and recognize our outstanding members.
FFA members receive degrees to award their efforts as members. Each degree of an active membership requires commitment and a lot of hard work. But you don't have to be a 4.0 student or live on a large farm or ranch to reach your goals. The FFA degree system is organized so that all FFA members, no matter where you are from, have an equal chance of obtaining each degree of membership. Keep watching to congratulate our degree recipients.
The Discovery FFA degree recognizes students enrolled in the 8th grade agricultural education class making strides towards successful involvement in the FFA. This year's Discovery degree recipients are Lane Castle, Rayleigh Garrett, Jaden Hancock, Braxton Fisher, Trevor Holt, Jalen LeGrand, Judson Marshall, Kelby Mullins, Gus Neal, Rowdy Payne, and Damon Shutt. Congratulations.
FFA members enrolled in their first year of high school agricultural education that have satisfactory plans for a supervised agricultural experience program and that have demonstrated their understanding of the history and purpose of the FFA may receive their Green Hand degree. This year's Green Hand degree recipients are Nikki Bartholomew, Sissy Cheek, Emma Clayton, Ethan Geis, Taylor Gossett, Emma Gwynn, Brian Hargrove, Emily Luna, Adgie Neal, Zoe Scheel, and Michael Woods. Congratulations.
Those FFA members that have received their Green Hand degree may apply for the chapter degree. Members must be enrolled in an agricultural education class, have completed at least 2 semesters in, at, or above the 9th grade level, have in operation an improved SAE program, demonstrate leadership skills, and be actively involved in the activities of the local FFA chapter. This year's chapter degree recipients are Hagen Bass, Emily Borden, Leo Cash, Jaron Castle, Caden Crossan, Blake Dollarhite, Ben Ellis, Landon Gentry, Catherine Gwynn, Harrison Love, CJ McNally, Dalton McNally, Jacob Poco, Jacob Santian, Georgia Sherler, Julie Shaw, and Sophie Walker. Congratulations.
The State FFA degree is the highest degree of membership that a state FFA association can award. FFA members may apply to receive this Oklahoma State FFA degree only after they have received the chapter degree. They must have been an active FFA member for at least 2 years, maintain a supervised agricultural experience program, invest significant time and money in their SAE, demonstrate their leadership skills, and show a commitment to the FFA through involvement at the chapter level and above. This year's recipients are Bryce Brawley, Macy Dunham, Ethan Ellis, Michaela Geis, Hannah Givens, Addie Fisher, Stephanie Moorfield, Carden Robinson, Sydney Simpson, and Clay Smock. Congratulations! This degree of active membership is typically awarded at the state level during the Oklahoma FFA Convention. However, this year, the recipients will receive recognition virtually from Oklahoma FFA.
The American FFA degree is awarded by the National FFA Organization and is the highest level of active membership which can be achieved within the FFA. This final step in the FFA degree system encourages members to grow and achieve toward establishing yourself in an agricultural career. Members may apply for their American FFA degree only if they have received their state degree, have graduated from high school at least 12 months prior to the National Convention, and meet the very high standards for the degree. This year's recipients are Hayden Crow, Toby Denny, Mallory Geis, Caleb Hudson, Taylor Highsong, Emily Kirk, and Sarah Lovett. Congratulations.
We need the change we want to see.
The FFA raises funds for chapter activities through a variety of fundraisers. Our most popular, of course, is the annual Blue and Gold Meat Sale. Through savvy salesmanship and hard work, FFA members help bring in funds by providing tasty products to the community. For their dedication, we would like to recognize our top salesmen. Our top 3 salesmen outdid themselves this year, collectively selling over $5,000 in products. Congratulations to our 3rd highest seller, Georgia Sherler, for selling a total of $1,429 in products. Our 2nd highest seller, Braxton Fisher, for selling $1,560 in products. Outstanding Salesman Award goes to Sarah Nunley for selling $2,044 in products. Congratulations to these 3 salesmen.
For our meat sales this year, awards brackets were established to encourage members to sell more products and reward them with prizes. Our highest bracket, the Elite bracket, was reserved for members selling over $1,000. Those members were Sarah Nunley, Braxton Fisher, Georgia Sherler, Brian Hargrove, Bryce Brawley, and Gus Neal. Good work and congratulations. The next bracket, the Gold bracket, awarded members who sold $600 to $999 in product. These members were Rayleigh Garrett, Stephanie Moorfield, Judson Marshall, Blake Dollarhite, Hannah Gibbons, and Landon Gentry. Congratulations.
Using our influence to make a difference.
FFA members have the opportunity to participate in career and leadership development events throughout the school year. These contests challenge students in their public speaking skills, teamwork abilities, and agricultural knowledge. We'd like to congratulate and recognize this year's CDE and LDE participants.
The opening and closing ceremonies contest is a popular event amongst 9th and 10th grade FFA members. This year, Chattanooga had 2 teams compete at various contests. The Chatty Blue team was made up of sophomores Georgia Sherler, Julie Shaw, Ben Ellis, Blake Dollarhite, CJ McNally, and Sophie Walker. This team placed 4th in the region. The Chatty Gold team consisted of Harrison Love, Emma Gwynn, Nikki Bartholomew, Dalton McNally, Sissy Cheek, Catherine Gwynn, and Emma Clayton. This team placed 5th in the region. Congratulations to both teams.
The Green Hand Quiz Contest is for 9th grade FFA members and tests their knowledge of FFA history. This year's participants were Sissy Cheek, Emma Gwynn, Nikki Bartholomew, Taylor Gossett, and Emma Clayton. Congrats to Emma and Sissy placing in the top 10 at the regional contest, where Sissy placed 4th overall. Congratulations to these Green Hand members. This year, 9 FFA members participated in the County Farm Equipment Operators Contest. This contest requires them to operate a tractor and take a test about safe and proper machine operation. In Tillman County, Garrett Canese placed 2nd, Caden Crossan placed 3rd, Ryan Reagan placed 4th, Clay Smock placed 7th, and Braxton Fisher placed 8th. In Comanche County, the Chattanooga FFA placed 1st overall as a team, with Dalton McNally placing 4th, Taylor Gossett placing 5th, Landon Gentry placing 6th, and Trevor Holt placing 7th. Garrett, Caden, Ryan, and Dalton competed at the state contest, where Ryan placed 7th out of 51 contestants. Congratulations on a job well done to these members.
In the wake of the current situation, spring contests have been postponed in Oklahoma, but we plan to also have several FFA members participate in the public speaking contest this summer. They will be recognized in the fall for their efforts. Congrats to all of our contest participants.
Taking a risk, showing our resilience.
Agricultural Proficiency Awards honor FFA members who through supervised agricultural experience, or SAEs, have developed specialized skills that they can apply toward their future careers. There are 47 SAE-related areas that offer awards for outstanding experiences. This year, members were unable to formally apply for the Chapter Proficiency Awards. Therefore, instead of naming proficiency area winners, we will recognize members with sufficient records and documentation of their SAEs in various proficiency areas.
In the area of beef production, we recognize the following FFA members: Nikki Bartholomew, Bryce Brawley, Alejandra Chavez, Caden Crossan, Macy Dunham, Ben Ellis, Ethan Ellis, Addie Fisher, Braxton Fisher, Ethan Geis, Michaela Geis, Hannah Givens, Catherine Gwynn, Connor Jenkins, Harrison Love, Maddie McDonald, CJ McNally, Dalton McNally, Adgie Neal, Sydney Simpson, and Clay Smock.
In the area of equine science, congratulations to Macy Dunham, Addie Fisher, Gracie Lovett, and Rowdy Payne.
FFA members with SAEs in the fiber and oil crop production area are Ben Ellis, Ethan Geis, Michaela Geis, Harrison Love, Dalton McNally, Ryan Reagan, Georgia Sherler, Nathan Shaw, and Sydney Simpson. Congratulations to our FFA members with SAEs in the outdoor recreation area. Caden Crossan, Ben Ellis, Ethan Ellis, Connor Jenkins, and Nathan Shaw.
In the area of sheep production, congratulations to Macy Dunham and Stephanie Moorfield.
Area of small animal care, congratulations to Lexi Baggett, Alejandra Chavez, Macy Dunham, and Zoe Shield.
In the area of swine production, Caden Crossan, Blake Dollarhite, Braxton Fisher, Rayleigh Garrett, Landon Gentry, Faith Gossett, Taylor Gossett, Gracie Lovett, Adgie Neal, Gus Neal, Sarah Nunley, Georgia Sherler, Clay Smock, and Sophie Walker.
We're the game changers with the future.
At this time, we want to recognize and thank our retiring senior chapter officers. We are very proud of their accomplishments and dedication to the Chattanooga FFA Chapter and wish them the best of luck in their future. Our 2019-2020 Chapter President, Ms. Hannah Givens. Vice President, Ms. Macy Dunham. Treasurer, Ms. Addie Fisher. And Reporter, Ms. Carden Robinson. Thank you for your hard work this year and throughout the past 5 years. You've been an important part of our chapter, and next year's officers will have big shoes to fill. So from the entire Chattanooga FFA chapter, thank you and good luck.
To transform the world, we're giving it our all, breaking through those barriers big and small. Achieving our potential is the ultimate goal. We're the game changer.
In addition to our senior chapter officers, we also have several FFA members graduating this year. Congratulations to those members. We are proud that you wore the blue jacket and represented Chattanooga FFA throughout the past 5 years. We wish you luck in your future and know that you always have a home in our chapter. Congratulations to Bryce Brawley, Jalen Buchan, Macy Dunham, Ethan Ellis, Addie Fisher, Michaela Geis, Hannah Gibbons, Faith Gossett, Garrett Kniest, Stephanie Moorfield, Patrick Paxton, Holly Ray, Ryan Reagan, Carden Robinson, Nathan Shaw, Sydney Simpson, and Clay Smock.
Using our influence to make a difference.
This year we'll be recognizing a few special awards based on student participation from throughout the school year. FFA members had ample opportunities to earn points through our local, state, and national events. Based on the points earned, we'll be recognizing the top members from each grade level. Each grade level differs a little bit on the number of students recognized because only students earning a top percentage of points have earned this award. FFA members, if you want to be named the top dog in your class next year, stay active and keep participating in our events. For our Outstanding Student Awards in the 8th grade, a tie for second place goes to Rayleigh Garrett and Gus Neal. And the Outstanding 8th Grader Award in Star Discovery Degree goes to Braxton Fisher. For freshmen, congratulations to third place, Sissy Cheek, second place, Emma Gwen, and our outstanding freshman and Star Greenhand Award goes to Nikki Bartholomew. As we all know, our sophomore class is pretty competitive, and so I had no choice but to recognize 7 of our outstanding sophomores this year. In a tie for 5th place, congrats to Sophie Walker and Catherine Gwynn. In 4th place is Landon Gentry. 3rd place is Georgia Schurler. 2nd place is CJ McNally. And we have a tie for our Star Chapter Degree and Outstanding Sophomore Award. And congrats to Dalton McNally and Blake Dollarhite. For the juniors, congratulations to 2nd place Sarah Nunley, and our Outstanding Junior Award goes to Gracie Lovett. For our seniors, congrats to our 2nd place Outstanding Senior, Macy Dunham, and our overall Outstanding Senior and local Star State Degree recipient is Hannah Gibbons.
Transforming our world, we are the leaders of change.
Our local Workhorse Award recognizes an FFA member who has been dedicated to our program despite not serving as a chapter officer. This person or persons has truly exemplified that leaders don't need a title to make an impact by going above and beyond. We're grateful for their hard work in making the Chattanooga FFA a success. Congratulations to this year's recipients, Ethan Ellis and Clay Smock. The Fred Crosser Award was established in honor of Mr. Fred Crosser, who served as an agricultural education teacher for 27 years, 15 of which were right here at Chattanooga. His legacy serves as a strong foundation of what leadership and work ethic really looks like. This award is awarded to our chapter's outstanding senior each year, who only earned their way to the top through hard work following the tenets of Mr. Crosser's legacy. Congrats to this year's recipient, Hannah Gibbons. The Chattanooga Ag Boosters have generously offered 3 scholarships this year for graduating seniors. Congratulations to the recipients, Macy Denham, Hannah Gibbons, and Stephanie Moorfield.
At this time, we'd like to introduce the 2019-2020 Chattanooga FFA Chapter President, Hannah Gibbons, to share with you a few closing thoughts as she presents her retiring address.
I have a friend. His name is Bob, and he is afraid of cows. This simple 14-word sentence was all it took. If we were live and in person today, I would have opened this speech with the same words. You would have heard me start by saying, I have. And then my fellow senior FFA members would have innately stood up and began saying the rest of the sentence. You see, this was the first sentence to my first FFA public speech, my 8th grade year. However, what I didn't see about this first line was that it was going to become a pathway that I soon would love to travel down. A pathway that would outline my future and mold me into the young woman I am today. Many of you have known me my whole life, and many of you know I was completely afraid of my own shadow, terrified of speaking in front of people, and purely petrified of embarrassment. It was about 5 months prior to those 14 words. It was August. I walked into Mr. Matlock's ag building. I quietly sat down next to some friends and had no idea what was in store for me. Next came an extremely enthusiastic, push you beyond your comfort zone kind of person. I looked at my friends, had the most confused, what is in the water down here look on my face. We began class and started talking about all the things in the FFA. And then it came up, public speaking. I grinned and thought to myself, yeah, I'll stick to showing cattle. Okay, now let's go back to those 14 words. It was about time to start writing a speech, and I still thought whoever was crazy enough to ask me to give a speech was out of their right mind. Well, we all know how that turned out. It took some serious convincing, and along came those 14 words. I don't share with you this story because I want you to know I grew a passion for public speaking. I share with you this story because it taught me a lesson that I will forever hold on to. Jim Carrey once said, Now, fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here and the decisions we make in the moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our fear out of disguised practicality. If it was not for those simple 14 words, I too would have chosen my path out of fear. I would have never given a speech, and I would have not be speaking to you today. This whole thing we call fear, in my opinion, is just an excuse not to do something, an excuse to find an easier way, and an excuse of not doing what we love. Instead of 14 words, I have 6. 6 words that define me, and these 6 words are, do not let fear control you. To the younger FFA members, if you are afraid of running for chapter office, green hand quiz, giving a speech, showing an animal, livestock judging, or whatever you spark an interest in, do not let fear control you. To the members who think they have already found what they want in the FFA, and the ones who think they have decided what their path in high school is, do not let fear control you. To my senior FFA members, we didn't really picture our year ending this way, did we? We went from one of the most troublesome freshman classes having to write apology notes for our bad behavior to one of the most dependable classes, and now what will be one of the most remembered classes. Do not let fear control you in your future endeavors. I would be lying to you if I said I never let fear control me. I would be lying if I said I was not afraid of those 14 words. In fact, I was so afraid of those 14 words, I did not almost speak them. It was terrifying the first time I said those 14 words in front of people, until I stopped fearing them and started loving them. I grew this love for public speaking that probably drove my classmates insane, listening to me start my speech over and over again with those same 14 words. I have found in my high school experience and FFA experience the things I was once afraid of, I now cannot imagine fearing. Jim Carrey also said, you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. I am not a vault of knowledge, nor an expert on wisdom. However, I am a person who was once a girl who was afraid of her own shadow, that now is standing here speaking to you, because I did not let fear control me. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to this year's chapter officer team for stepping up and making this virtual banquet happen. This wasn't how they envisioned wrapping up their year of service, but nonetheless, they went above and beyond to still make it possible for us to recognize our students' success. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with them this year. You may have noticed that a really exciting part of our banquet was missing this year, and that's the election of the next chapter officer team. Due to the current circumstances, we will be holding those elections in August once school reconvenes. So officer candidates, stay patient, and thank you for your understanding as we kind of work through this. I'll have more information once the start of school gets closer regarding how that process will work. So congrats on making it this far, and good luck.
Achieving our potential is the ultimate goal.
Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this banquet? We are about to adjourn this banquet of the Chattanooga FFA Chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, in liberty and justice for all. I now declare this banquet adjourned. Thank you for tuning in to the Chattanooga FFA Banquet. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you.
To transform the world, we're giving it our